Hey y'all, it's your girl Show, and today we are discussing five book series that deserve a TV show adaptation. Now, I tried not to choose things that were too easy because I think there are plenty, but I only wanted to go with 5 for now. So that's what we're going to do. And I chose series that I either mostly haven't heard people talk about. There's definitely one on here that I'm like, everybody that I know at least has said that this should be a TV series. But we're going to get into this. All right, so number 1 on this list is Octavia Butler's Earthseed series, Parable of the Sower, Parable of the Talents. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil most things for any of these series, but Lauren Olamina's story, and honestly, everyone that she meets or attracts herself to along the way would be an amazing series. I mean, thinking about the political climate, thinking about everything that's happening right now, obviously, there's some things that will be a little close to home. But there's nothing wrong with a little close to home, at least not for me. I would want to see this on screen, and I really think it would be great because seeing hyper empathy, because Lauren is a character in this series that has hyper empathy, seeing that on screen, I think would be amazing if portrayed properly. And just the story of Earthseed, the goddess change, all the different little tenets, little points that Octavia put in this series because she wrote her ass off, would be an amazing series. It could be a 2-seasoner. It could be a 3-seasoner, because honestly, maybe even each book could have 2 seasons. I could see that happening, but it would be an amazing series. Now, next, we're going with Jaquel J's. Now, I know you guys are thinking I'm going to say Delgadoverse. As much as I love Delgadoverse, which it could be made into a series, but I think we have a lot of series that are like that already. I mean, I'm not even a fan of like Power and Raising Kanan, all the different, I guess, sub things, or Snowfall. I don't watch none of that, which is interesting because I love me some Delgadoverse. But I actually would want Jaquel J's to all the thugs I loved that didn't love me back. I think that would be an amazing series. One, because it's giving that they would lean really heavily into the music industry while also talking about the life things that all the main characters are experiencing. And then there's technically 3 main point of views, I guess, or at least 3 main duo point of views that could be touched on. So that's at least 3 to 4 seasons. I think it would be really cool. If you haven't read that series, I would recommend it, but this is not for the lovers, is what I'll say. Like, I did not like any of the MMCs in To All the Thugs I Loved series. I did not love not one of them. Okay, some of them were better than others, sure, but I didn't like not one of them. So this is not for the lovers, but it's still a good series. So I think it would be great if somebody pitched it. I mean, come on, child. Pitch it. Somebody pitch it and somebody catch it. It would be great on a streaming service. All right, so the next series that we have that should be a TV show is Kaylin Bayron's This Poison Heart series. I don't actually know if it's called that, but that's the first book in the duo. This is a duo series, and I think it would be best hosted on Netflix. The reason why is because I didn't like how they did the Winx, but it's a fantasy, and I think it could be well done if they got the right people to do it on Netflix. All the plants, all of the colors, making them pop, the storyline, the weaving of the mythology in there, especially in the second book. Like, I just know a second season of this series would be fire. Okay, the first season would be great because This Poison Heart is what got me into the series, and Briseis and her mothers, Briseis is the main character, was amazing as a teenager, and I loved the secrets within this series. It's not a whodunit or anything like that, but it's a fantasy that delves very deeply into plants and botany and all these different things, the study of plants and poison, obviously, hence the name of the book. But it's like, it would be really cool to see. I think Netflix would be great if they didn't cancel it. But hey, you never know. So the next series we have, I don't usually hear too many people talking about this series, and I don't know if anyone else has ever read this series, but Geneva Lee's Filthy Rich Vampire series, I think would actually be a really good series. And I'm not a vampire person. Let me just state that right here. I ain't watched no vampire shows except for Interview with the Vampire. So I honestly, I ain't watched Supernatural or nothing, but this series I would watch. And I actually like Filthy Rich Fae, her Filthy Rich Fae series more, and it's what got me into reading the Filthy Rich Vampire series in the first place. But I think the vampire series will be better for a TV show because of just how much drama it is. It also has more books. There's 4 books in the series, and I think it would be great on screen. Obviously for vampire lovers, but even for me, I mean, yes, there's hunting in it, but you know, there's also a lot of story. I enjoyed the hell out of the lore, and I don't know why. It really caught me. Geneva really caught me. I was very surprised because I'm not a vampire person. I don't do paranormal stuff too often. I just, I rarely even do fantasy sometimes, but this series was really good to me. And the mama, Thea, and I think his name was Julian, who's the male main character, really good. Okay, I mean, all of the lore within what it means to be a vampire, and then all the other, there is Faye mentioned in this as well. I wonder if there's like a super serious connection between her 2 series, but either way, I think this should be an adaptation. They could put this anywhere. And last but surely not least, this is the one that I've definitely heard many people say, hey, let's get a series for it. And it's well-deserved. Tracy Deon's Legend Born Psycho. Easy peasy. I know this would be a hit. It could honestly be on live TV, and I think it would still be a hit. This is a type of show that if done right, if they had a good director, I honestly believe that it could be something that came out on like HBO Max. This could be an HBO Max show, kind of like House of the Dragon. Obviously not the exact same, but the fantasy of it all, I think I would trust HBO Max to hold Tracy Deon's story. And honestly, it will be fire. And it could have multiple seasons, maybe 2 seasons per book, because them are some big books. And she's got 3, and I know she has a 4th one because the 3rd one was actually one that she wrote after she wrote the one that was supposed to come. And she was like, hey, I actually have more. Let me do this, which we thank her for it. But I would definitely easily pitch that to one of these TV show things, because honestly, it could be a hit. I think we would all watch it and have a good ass time. But those are my 5 book series that I would absolutely want to see on TV. Let me know down below if you guys have any, or ones that are not as popular, because there are plenty that I could name, and maybe I'll do another video similar to this for more TV shows. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Easily.